Howdy people, just a really quick update today. I've literally just finished prepping the side fairings for primer, and they've turned out so nice out of the mould. I thought it'd be a shame not to kind of document it. So I've had a really long day sort of prepping and whatnot, and I'm about knackered, but I thought, oh, sod it, I'll quickly just do a quick video on it. And obviously once they're primed, I can't go back. So yeah, just a quick look at the panels, and yeah, kind of the fitment. I'm blown away. They fit perfectly. They're absolutely spot on. Couple of tiny little imperfections in there. No bother really, just tiny little bit of stopper in them. I've flattened them down and they're all ready for primer, like I say. So I just thought I'd quickly lodge this one back on just so that we can have a look around it. And I'll also show you. So I saw a big bit of spit there. Sorry. I will also show you the original panels that I made. They're actually back in the mould, so you can kind of get an idea of how it all works. So let's have a look. Right, there we go. Look, as per usual, I've got no space in the garage, but I'll do my best. So yeah, so this is the right hand side fairing, obviously, and yeah, so pleased with how it's come out. It's yeah, it's spot on. So we had a couple of little imperfections. So that there is actually my fault, because I just nicked it with the saw, the air saw, when I was actually trimming it all. So we've got a little bit of stopper in there. Down the bottom there, look, we've got a little bit of kind of, well, there's various words for it, alligating and a bit of pickling and whatnot. Whatever it is, it messed up a bit. I think that's due to the probably the gel coat may have been a little bit soft there. I'm not 100% sure. I think there's a few different reasons why this happens, but it's no biggie, no bother. So that's got a bit of stopper in, and we had a little bit of chip out there. I mean, it's tiny, you can see with my my finger next to it, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the whole panel is just spot on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So it's all trimmed nicely, so we've got nice even sort of gaps sort of recesses around the edges and whatnot. It fits nicely down the frame. We've got little cutouts around here. It's really quite nice. Sorry, I'm juddering the camera around because I'm old and knackered. But yeah, look. There we go. See if we can get a fullish picture of it. Kind of. But yeah, so really pleased with this. This is spot on. It is literally ready for primer. We've got it all sorted out where it goes down into the belly pan. Sorry, the front sort of the belly pan of the fairing, where it meets to the oil cooler and whatnot, and the radiator. I've also made these little infill panels. So this here is the shape of the old fairing, or the original fairing, and this one here is the shape of the new fairing. So we had to have like an infill in there. If we see that, can I turn that any better? No. Yeah, so that's like an infill. Obviously that'll be black or carbon or something, so that all the air is still going to the radiator and whatnot, and we've not got air going where it shouldn't go. So yeah, let's have a look. We can kind of see it on that side. not very exciting, but exciting to me because it's like crazy how this is turning out. So yeah, really, really pleased. And we've got these as well. So we've got the front headlight cover, which is literally just a cover. What I'm planning on doing is, this is going to be black. I will feather that edge out so it's all nice and flush. And what I'm hoping to do is mask the light out again and then paint it black and then tint this with a black tint. So when the bike's sort of stopped and it's not being used, the whole lot looks black. But then when it is in use, we still get a light through there. I'm not too worried about lights, to be honest. I'm not a massive fan of lights. But you know, if you're going out at night or whatever, all you do is undo your 2 screws up there. Obviously not that one. Self-tapper, wood screw. But yeah, you literally undo them 2 and it comes off. It's simple as that. Everything on this is just plug and play. We've also got the air scoop panels I made to change the shape. If you sort of lift that up, look, you can see the original shape of the scoop, and then that closes down, and then once that's on, that gives us like a more kind of traditional kind of more Suzuki kind of air scoop, rather than these long kind of slitty ones. And hopefully it shouldn't really affect the airflow. I'm hoping not, because when you actually look into it, when you kind of if you put a sort of straight edge across there, it literally just comes to about there. So we're not really blocking off too much yet. I don't know, it might. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think I'll ever notice because the bike's that quick. But we'll see. It might make it a bit turbulent or whatever. I don't know. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. It's no biggie, no bother. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, just a little update on the fairing. Oh, let me show you this. Excuse the mess everywhere. It's just a nightmare in here. I need a bigger garage. So there's the moulds. So that there is the panel that was made. I mean, if you look on the back of this, you can see how much codging and bodging and changing and cutting and hacking it's all had to, you know, to get where I've wanted to get. But yeah, so that's obviously the mould, and that's what you do all the flanges for as well. So you've got something to, when you're making the part, when you're fiberglassing, you've got something to fiberglass up onto and away from it. So then you trim the fiberglass back of your panel that you've made, and you get a nice uniform sort of thickness. Whereas if you don't have the flanges, you tend to get it sort of, the mat would want to curl in and fall off and whatnot. It's not that complicated, but as you all know, I'm not very good at explaining stuff. But yeah, so that's what all the flanges are for. And then we've got a separation one there to get this out here. And then we've got this one here, which is bolted down the front edge to give us a release from all this down here. Anyway, it's a bit scruffy and messy, but there we go. So yeah, so we've gone from the white panel to the black mould to the first proper panels. Yeah, so just a really quick update on where I am with the panel work. I'm going to get these primed next, and oh, let me just show you this quickly. there's the under tray. This needs final trim work, so I've just roughly cut it out. But yeah, there's the under tray. That's all come out nice and whatnot. And we've got our little Dust Monkey Creation sticker on there. No expense spared. A piece of paper and a permanent marker. And that gives me when I made it and 001. Maybe there'll be a 002 or 345. We don't know. Who knows? Be nice, wouldn't it, if there was like, if that 001 went up to 100. Amazing. But we'll see. But yeah, so the under tray's all done as well. Look. So yeah, so we are getting there really well now. Because I have got a deadline as well. But yeah, so that's it really. I've still messing around on colour schemes. 1 minute I've got it, next minute I haven't. I was going to do the Corona. Let me show you this. I was really set on having the Corona paint scheme. So I done a spray out of the yellow, and it's not a problem, but it's just, I'm kind of really short for time, and if it goes wrong, it's going to go wrong in a big way. So I done a spray out of the yellow, and it's so transparent, you have to put so much paint on. So I kind of, I'm not sure about doing that when I'm under such a time constraint. But you can't, oh, there you go. If I get it in the, just in the, there you go. Right, if you look, you can see black checkers through there. So on our spray out cards, they're white with a black checker, and that basically tells you when it's covered. So it's covered on the lightest colour and it's covered on the darkest colour. But you can see there you go, you can see it awesome there. You can see the black checkers. So that was 4 coats of base coat yellow, and then that's 1 coat of the yellow pearl on top. Just didn't cover. And I'm not sure I want to go for all that. So I think we're going to go back to traditional blue and white, I think. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. It won't change my mind. I'll do what I want to do as always. But it's interesting, you know, to know whether people still remember the Corona that they used in the World Superbikes. But yeah, but I think probably blue and white. Just stick to the traditional blue and white. Whenever someone sees or says Suzuki, I mean, for me, I always go, yeah, blue and white straight away. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm waffling on again. Don't know what's coming next. Yeah, no idea, but might be a bit of paint work. I don't know. I'm so under the cosh to get this thing done, so I'm not sure. But I will return, and there will be an update.